Guys, I have a little story to tell you, right? It was something that I might tell you guys, everybody have a relationship with God, but I have a kind of different one with him. I'm just giving you pieces of mine with him, right? So, you guys, I wanted to have a tattoo, right? And I was like, them children will go and ask their parents, and parents will say, no, that's how the Lord was. And how he said no was because many people say, how do you know when the Lord said no and how when he say yes? The Lord said no by, I tell you guys, I can hear from the Lord and everything, right? And I know his voice by now. I've spent enough time listening to him, so I know his voice, right? He said no, and the way how he said no, he showed me. He said, picture when you have like this building and it's spread graffiti on a church building. He said it makes the building is like defacing the property of the Most High God. It makes the building look pulled down. Like he said, it makes it look cheap. The Lord said he see you as sacred, and certain things he do not want you to put on it because it defaces the way how you look. It makes you look cheap. And he said the reason why he gives this comparison to our church building, he says, because you are my temple. Right? But anyway, you guys, I still was debating. I said, Lord, and I could still go to heaven with that. There ain't nothing wrong with it because, there's plenty of people who die, and I'm sure I have a tattoo and stuff like that, and go to heaven. I was like debating on it because I really wanted it. So I was like, maybe he would change his mind, right? Maybe he would change his mind. I was like, Jesus Christ, me God, enough gets it for me. I was praying, Father, if it's your will, let this thing that you have made up your mind to not let me take, let me take it sooner. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I sure you ain't going on cross my bunch of in hell if I take a tattoo, right? So I was like that, but I was also like, if he said no, and that was his final no, I did final no. I was gonna be like, nevertheless, not my will, your will be Jesus, like Jesus Christ. Nevertheless, not my will, Lord. I was going to accept if that was his final no, right? So I said, maybe you will change your mind, and maybe you will say, okay, go ahead, even though he's not liking it, right? But you guys, when I had this thought in my head, right, the Lord showed me something, right? When I was like still pursuing it. He showed me, I kid you guys not, a video came across with tattoos and the way how when you put a tattoo on, the way how the ink gets trapped underneath your skin. And what the body does, the body calls for white blood cells to come in because the body detects a foreign agent has entered into the body that can cause harm to the body. So what the body does, it sends white blood cells to try and see if it can distort it or remove as much ink as possible from your body, right? So the Lord began to show me that. But guess what he said? When you look at the video, it says that the white blood cells continuous because they can't completely remove all the ink all of one, they will die or fighting against this ink, die or fighting against that. It gets trapped under the skin and they will continue fighting against it because they detect it as something that is bad, right? And the Lord brought this to me and he said, I do not want this to be with you. I don't want your body to be full. White blood cells is blood cells, so who aren't familiar with it, it helps to prevent diseases and all these things. So he do not want that inside of us because it's like that white blood cells could go to something that is useful instead of just killing it off because you want to look pretty. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because that's cool. So I think I'm going to hurt myself when all of that energy that the body taking fighting against that ink that you put on your hand could be going to healing another cut, healing this, healing something else, right? So when I saw that, I said, okay, Lord, I said, okay, I'm going to take it. Okay, I get it. You were trying, I know you're trying to just protect me. Okay, Lord, okay, I get it. That is a no. And nevertheless, right? But the Lord brought this to me, and he said, those white blood cells is like the angels, and he said the kingdom of darkness, the angels is continuously fighting off what the kingdom of darkness can do to us. He said when Adam sinned and Adam ate of, allowed Eve to inveigle him to eat the apple and stuff like that, what he did, he caused sin to enter into the world, and sin is like that ink, right, that come into the world, that the white blood cells, which is the angels of the Most High God, have to continuously be fighting off, lest they destroy us. Do you understand what I'm saying? So he said that tattoo, you would have been like Adam, and how to say, you choose to let that thing come into your body, and now your body would have to be continuously sacrificing white blood cells so that you would be without sicknesses and diseases, so that that ink won't poison you, so that what it is that that ink sends into your body to do, it will not accomplish what it's set out to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? He said, because anything, if the Lord wanted you to put tattoo, then you would have put, when you're born, right here, right, it's right there. You understand? He said he did not, this is why he said, don't mark your skin and all these kind of things. He did not intend it to be like that. Now, I'm not against anyone who would say, if you want to take your tattoo, if you don't even want to listen to this, but I just think it's something I needed to share with someone. Maybe you are one who are going to say, nevertheless, Lord, not my will, your will be done. Or maybe you're one that is not going to even say, okay, you know, whatever, I'm going to do what I have to do anyway. But the Lord said, for those who actually want to know what is His will for their body, who want to be like Joshua and say, Lord, as for me and my house, we go and praise you. For those who actually mean God, He said, those individuals, this is what this message is for those who actually want to follow what the Lord says and want to live righteous. And you ain't going to go to hell if you take a tattoo, but the Lord say, He prefer if you do not put something inside of you where your body has to continuously be fighting against it continuously and killing off your white blood cells just to keep you healthy and just to keep, you know, your body good. He said He would prefer it if you ain't do it in the first place. The Lord would prefer if Adam didn't eat of the tree of knowledge good and evil, because we would not be fighting against evil. Do you understand what I'm saying? But Adam didn't already do it. So you say He's trying to stop you before you do what it is you say it's going. Before you sin, He prefer that it does not happen. It is better to obey than sacrifice as the Most High God. So bless this show. If you're new to my channel, remember to share, like, and subscribe. Bye guys! Rejoice in me, Lord. Oh Lord.